Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think we about to start up in a couple of minutes. I'll give a couple of people, give it time for a couple of more people to jump in, and before I start this one, this is one. This what's up with it? Zen's Matic. What it do, man? What it do? I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm trying to get. We gonna get started, man. I don't got time to wait. I got stuff to do. But yeah, what's up with it, y'all? This is one of them ones right here. I ain't gonna hold you. I like it's wild because I see that this video only got 428 views, and it was a deep experience. It was one of them ones that put me out there. What's up with it, Hugo? It was one of them ones that put me out there. This the one that I was talking about the other day. I'm glad I came upon it and I was able to, so I can talk deeper about what I seen when I seen life going up and down. Like I seen what we would call the transition of life and death, and it wasn't separate from one another. It was a flow of motion, as like waving your hand or something like that. This was like a good one because this was the time. I think it was Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu kept on saying, go a little, like, man, it's time to take more, man. You got to step it up and just take more. And like that was one of the things that I started doing at this time, which, like, I'm not gonna make it seem like it was a big difference in the experience. It was different. I must say it was different because I was able to see everything a lot clearer. It was just different. It was a different experience, but it wasn't that much different because I was still seeing stuff like I usually see. And I remember this experience, pretty clear. But as I play the video, I'm gonna talk about, like I do about, go more into depth of the things that I remember on this experience because like I said, dang, only 428. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That ain't a lot. So some of you seen this video, some haven't. But this is the experience, like I said, where I could see the transition of life and death going up. And I took 6 grams. I took 6 grams. You feel me? I probably should have took more. I said maybe I should have took more. But then I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Let me move this over here real fast. I ain't gonna say that I should have took more. I should have stayed at the 6 like I did when I did. You feel me? Because it was just right. I just made the greatest mushroom chocolates of all time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the mushroom chocolates go. That's something I can go and I can find though. I can go and actually find when I first started taking the chocolates. Those were some good videos too. Those were some good videos too, I must say. They were taken because the mushroom chocolates was pretty strong. Hold on, let me change this around. Put this right there, but then I'm gonna have to put it up under that one in order just so it don't go over it. So I'm gonna have to put it up under that one for right now. Just for right now. Okay, how's that gonna work? See, when I first made them, this guy told me how to do. I know there's mushroom in there, so this time I put chunks on top of the chocolate and the back. And the back, and then this way you can definitely see it. I called it a double window. I bet because if it got already a nice dosage inside of there, them ones on top, and that's gonna double it. That's gonna basically double it, if not triple it though. If not triple it, that's gonna be a handy dose. Have you tried them yet though? Did you just made them so you ain't tried to see how strong they were, the potency of them? Because that be the wildest thing. But yeah, let's go on and start this video off. I was trying to wait a minute and give it a minute because if I know I be cursing a lot when I be talking about my experiences is one thing that I noticed. I be cursing a lot because it's like, what am I seeing? Like, what am I seeing? I don't know what this is, how this is this a thing? But I just be cursing a lot because you see so much and it'd be hard to really explain it and put it into words. But I'm glad I can articulate it in the ways that I do. I ain't gonna hold you. It's kind of dope that I can do this. And it took me time to even learn how to do this and be able to get it in and be able to understand what I was seeing and explain it and all that. It took a minute. No, it didn't. I knew from the I could do it from the jump. I could do it from the jump. But I think once I like when I be coming down off the experience, I always felt like that was the best time for me to explain it and break it down because of the simple fact that I could still see it. It was still there. It was still present. Okay, why is this? Oh, dang. So I'm gonna have to put this up. My bad. Let me put that back up there. Because if I don't, then you ain't gonna be able to see the chat. The other people out there watching the video won't be able to see the YouTube chat, which I don't know why it doesn't connect them all together on my program. It should connect all the chats together to where everybody can see each chat coming from Instagram or coming from wherever it's coming from. It should be like that, but it ain't. But it's not. And that's cool. That's cool. But let's go on and we about to dive into it now. Let's just go on and just start this up. This is when I had the 6 gram experience, and like I said, I was able to see life and death like as one, like just going, like turning the wheel of itself. You feel me? Like all I felt like nobody, despite what you was going through in life or what you thought you was going through, didn't have anything to worry about. Because this thing was like on a wheel that was like, just creating a motion that had water flowing up and water flowing down. But picture the water together in one, like going both ways at one time, water within water going up and down at the same time. It was like we was that water or something, but it was let's start the video and then I explain
Can't
that
deny,
later.
bro. Mushrooms is next level. Mushrooms is next level. Like this time, I decided to go and dive in. I started off with 3 grams. I took
Okay,
three
yeah.
grams of mushrooms, and it was cool. It was cool. They was kicking in and stuff. I think I let them. I think I let myself. I let it kick in for like an hour or so.
And it's wild that I even found this video because I was just talking to Charles and he was just saying he did this right here. He took 2 grams and then he waited like an hour or two and then he took 4 grams. And it was wild with this one because when I took the 2 grams, the kind that I took, they was like a Asian strand or something like that. So they weren't as potent. So I thought. So the 2 grams was like kind of light, and yeah, it was trippy.
It had to be like I don't know how long that was, but it had to be like an hour or something. And then I went and I took another gram, and then after that, I think I took 2 more. I'm not sure. I took one after that because it wasn't that strong. And it's weird, right? This is the thing that I learned about mushrooms last night. You'll think the shrooms is not strong, but all the shrooms work in a different fucking way, bro. Every shroom works differently. They don't always work
Oh
the same.
yeah,
They all would
exactly.
like these shrooms, I could take them and I can be coherent in doing things, but soon as I close my eyes, everything goes crazy. Like,
And that's what was wild about that strand of mushroom. Like, and it's messed up because it took me a minute to realize that it was even like that to where okay, I can take it and then I can be like, if I'm doing stuff, I won't even know that I'm deep in the experience. If I'm just constantly doing stuff for 8 hours or something, like I'll feel a little tipsy, but I won't have, like, that drunk feeling or anything like that. I'll be able to still do everything that I want to do with no problem. I was able to do things, and then, but once I sat down and I closed my eyes, gone instantly. Like, picture these numbers right here taking over your whole vision, not streaming down, but just they'll pop in, and then they'll just start going, and they'll come closer and closer and closer and closer to where but it's weird. Like, it's weird how the fractals flow into each other, and they just be moving and not even dancing. They just be flowing like the top of water or something when you look at the ocean. But picture that top being these numbers, and they just flowing like that. But they're, I don't even know what to call that, but it's like the most pleasant. It feels so good though. It feels so
It
good.
started creeping in. Look, every time I close my eyes, everything start creeping in and
Yeah,
going
exactly.
and making up this whole. So I'm like going, dang, I think I called Rob, and I'm like telling Rob about it, and I'm like, but because I thought the shrooms was just kind of weak, but they wasn't. They weren't. They was
And
just
it's
more.
wild. Like, it's kind of cool when you got somebody to talk to that that will not just listen, but they always know the right answers, and the right questions to ask you as you in your experience. And then, like, that's the type of person Rob is. If I call Rob, he always knows for some reason the right thing to say. He always say the right thing to get, to make me understand what I'm seeing, to help me look into it deeper. And that was like another trippy thing, because when I was seeing, I think it was when I was seeing how the life and death little pattern thing, it made me I wanted to get away from it. You like not, and I don't even know if it was that time. No, it couldn't have been that, because that thing was so beautiful to me. I wanted to keep seeing it. Like, that part was so beautiful. I forgot. It would have to be something else that happened that made me call though. What you say? Hell yeah. Like, when you look at grass, it looks like waves. It looked like waves from the ocean when the wind hits it when you're tripping. Yeah, exactly. Like, everything, like, kind of do that. It reminds me of when you look far up the street on a hot day, and you can see the heat coming up from the ground, and everything behind that is like this wavy motion. It's like that, but it be fractals within it. Like, it won't be these numbers. It'll be like some little tiny looking creatures that it seemed like you look at under a microscope. You can see them under a microscope type little creatures, and it'd be the same, all kinds of them everywhere. And then they just kind of start, but they be like moving. And that, I don't know, that when that starts happening, I always feel like, okay, I'm there, I'm ready to dive in.
I don't even know what to call it. But look, I need to get into this because this is fucking crazy.
I don't even know what to call it.
So as I'm in the room, right? As I'm in the room, I was trying to talk to my girl and shit. She was not paying me no attention. You feel me? I'm like tripping balls. I'm standing out the window. I look out the window.
What's up,
and when I
71A?
look in the sky, bro, the sky, even I can see the stars and
Hey, it's funny because once I get the geek, and she like, "Arr!" You feel me? I am not trying to hear that right now. She hit me with the so fast, bro. It'd be hilarious though. But it'd be hilarious. Not when you tripping. Cause when you tripping, you be tripping. Like it was one time I looked at her and she looked like a diamond. Say not a diamond that was like a diamond, but like her whole outmake was this diamond thing. And it was like that. It was like the lady from X-Men, the diamond lady from that one, like, the later movie of X-Men. It was like that. And like, didn't lose form or nothing like that. Her face, her nothing, her eyebrow, you could still see it, but it was diamonds. It was like one huge like diamond shaped like a, and it was, you know, I did this many a times. Like even one time I was tripping and I tried to go in the backyard and I put up my tent. I used to put up my tent so if I'm in the backyard I can just lay in my tent and I ain't got to worry about being bothered. But I'm like in the space and I'm diving in and I'm going everywhere. I need to find this video too. And my daughter unzipped the tent. And when she unzipped the tent and looked through, that's exactly as when I opened my eyes. And when I looked at her, bro, she was like like the inside of a grandfather clock. All of her eyes, everything was like these weird wheels, like inside of a grandfather clock. But she didn't lose structure on her. It was like some steampunk type stuff. And I was like, oh man, I was like, next time yell something. Don't just be opening up the tent like that. I was like spooked, but I didn't want to let her know that I was spooked because this is the time I used to kind of get scared when I dove in. But let's see, I just shared my hallucinogenic and psychedelic medicine group on Facebook. All right, yeah. You're gonna have to share it to me. Like hit me in Messenger or something. But hold on, let's go. Let's continue this before I get off topic.
And everything. It was like a reflection of this down here. That's all it was. The sky, what was in the sky was like a reflection of this. And I'm like tripping. I'm like, hell no. I turn and I look at my room and I'm like, damn, my room is the sky.
Yeah.
Like my room is the sky. Like exactly.
Like exactly, bro. Everything, like the blanket that I had on the bed, it had like a nighttime version, a nighttime theme on it to where it had stars and the moon and all that stuff. But it wasn't when I looked up there, that up there was like a reflection of this. That's all it was. Like it was the reflection of this, and then this down here was just it was the same thing. It's weird because seeing it in my room when I look back in my room, I was geeking out like, wait, hold on. Like my room was the sky. And when I look back up at the sky, it like picture being able to see the sky and this at the same time. Like, okay, how the Egyptians built the pyramids and they built them in the same structure as that one star system. I don't know what it is, but picture them taking this down here where you're standing at, even where you're standing at, and they putting it on the sky over the overlayment of the sky. It would lay out perfectly. Just certain things around you will lay out perfectly with the stars and with everything like that. So that's what my room looked like. My room was the sky, but I could still see my room. And I had like this mirror, this thing that my son bought me that hang and it like spin, and it got like these two dolphins on it or something, and that was like in the spot of the moon, and it was like the weirdest thing. And all the stars, it was something in the place of all those stars in my room, and it was like set up the same. My room was the sky and the sky was my room, like, and just like that. And I was like, what the heck, bro? It was the weirdest thing. I wish I could see it again. If I could see that again, because the way it looked, it was like fascinating, and it was like, dang, as above, so below. That's the only thing I could think of.
Like, exactly the same. And I'm like going, damn, how to explain it, it disappears. And then it was like, happened, bro. And like when I blink my eyes, I'll be standing over there. Then I'll blink again, I'll be standing over there. I was literally in 10 places at one fucking time trying to talk. And I didn't know which one I was in. I didn't know which one was actually even me. I was like geeking like a motherfucker.
This make you think. This make you think of how the mind works, right? When you think of your mind and you thinking right now and you watching this video, you probably doing something in the midst of that. You could be washing dishes, you could be eating, you could be smoking a blunt, but picture yourself doing all those things at the same time in a different place. Like in the same room, 10 of you in the same room, all doing different things, and then y'all all looking around. Now it ain't like you it's not like you just one of them. You're all those people in that room, period. And you looking from each perspective, each person's eyes in that room, all of them, 10 different people. You all of them at the same time, and then you try to actually talk to yourself and say something. It was like, bro, it was like the trippiest thing, but I feel like that's what we do with our minds, like constantly. Our minds be like all over the place like that, to where you can be doing one thing, and while you're doing it, your mind can be thinking about the next thing that you gonna do after that. And then it'll jump to the next thing after that, to where you kind of program your body to go and jump and do all these things, like do this first, then it's gonna do this, then it's gonna do that. It's whoa, bro, whoa. That's a whole nother experience I had right there too. That's
Like, oh shit. I'm like, I'm over there, and I'm right here. And then at the same time, what's as weird is, right? This is weird. I got to a point to where I could clearly see coming into the reality and going out of the reality, which the reality, the everything, it was all together. It was like all together. So death, life, it was the same fucking thing. It was like, no, it was like, it wasn't even split up. It was like fucking weird, bro. I don't even know how to explain
yeah,
it.
we know you don't know how to explain that. That's what I'm here for. To go death, life, all of it was this one thing that was intertwined like this, right? Like you couldn't tell the difference between one or the other. They were all the same thing happening, like the same thing happening. It was like almost it was like waters. It was like life was this fluid water, and bro, they both was the same thing. I guess I can't explain it, but the way I seen it, it was like almost like an ocean wave. It was like a wave that was like 1,000 feet tall, and but you can see life and death like going like this. You can see like life kind of going up and death going down, but they they weren't unconnected. They were together. They were one thing. It wasn't no separation in it. Life and death, it was no separation. It was life, and then when you was died, it was death. No, it was just one thing, bro. It was like the most beautifulest thing I ever seen on psychedelics. I never seen anything more beautiful than that right there. And the reason I say it was the most beautiful thing is because the way I felt once I seen it. I felt like nobody ever has anything to worry about despite what they go through in life. That's the way I felt. Like nobody.
Because the sky was this. I'm looking outside and I'm like, dang, the sky was this. Everything down here was that up there. It's almost like the sky was nothing but a reflection. The sky was nothing but a reflection of the inner us.
Dang.
So it was like
Yeah,
if you was
deep.
going into space, it was like almost like going into yourself. It was like hella
Yeah.
trippy. And then like I seen like the little
Yeah.
dipper.
It was like as if, going into space, it was like you was going into you. It wasn't like you was going outside of this planet, because outside of this planet was just the inside of this right here. I don't know what part of it, but that's all it was. And it's like, bro, it make me think about when I had the experience and I seen the little thing on my arm and I looked at it, and as I zoomed in, like it was like little bumps or something like that, and it was like the planets. It was like the planets, the whole solar system was right there on my arm, and when I zoomed into it, I'll end up way out there by Pluto, and I'm coming in and I'm passing all the planets and stuff, and then I come right back to planet Earth, and I'm in the sky looking at myself, look at my arm, and then I'll zoom back in my body, and then I'm looking like this, and it'll do it again. It did it like 1,000 times. It just kept doing it over and over and over and over and over and over until I don't know, I understood it. And because to me, it was like, dang, it was like this whole system right here can exist under your fingernail. Like, that's how cold this reality is. It, like, the whole reality can hold itself in the smallest organism that's living on a person today. Like, the smallest thing, like, and that's the way I seen it. It was like, whoa, bro, like, that's trippy. Like, I can have dirt under my nail, and dirt under my nail right there could be existence itself, to where when I wipe it away, bam, the existence is done. It's starting somewhere else, in another place, in another way, like something like that. And it's like, bro, it's like, dang, as above, so below.
And I'm looking at the Little Dipper, and the Little Dipper, it wasn't even a Little Dipper. It was like the crown on the head of some god, of some entity. And the entity had like these uh I want to say wings, but no, a cape. I don't know what the hell it was, but it covered like the whole sky. Like you could see it, bro. It covered the sky, and it covered this almost like, I wouldn't even want to say a dome. It was just like it was draped over this. And like,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. The entity had like which is wild to think about, that the Little Dipper would be a crown for an entity that is actually living in the sky. Like it makes sense. It only makes sense to me right now because when you think about astrology, you feel me? The Taurus, the bull, and all these different things, they're shaped like that in the sky. And to be able to look in the sky and see the entity of that thing is just like, it's not phenomenal. It's there. It's there. It's there.
all the stars, bro. It was so many stars out. Like I don't even know where the fuck they came from. I was geeking so I was geeking so hard. Okay, wait, hold on, because I'm like, I don't want to get all the way, because that's like way far in the trip. Because before that,
And it's,
I was in that place again to where I was like, everything looked like the back of a penny almost,
oh,
but it's close to
wow.
that color, but it's more of a goldish like color.
That's
So
that.
it was
That's a
Horus. It was the
crazy
god
spot.
Horus, and I'm seeing the god Horus like the hawk-head god, and I'm like looking at him, and then he changed into three other Egyptian gods. And it was like three Egyptian gods, like you could see them. It was like one down here, one right here, one right here. But all of them come together, they still made up Horus. So within those three Egyptian godheads that I could see, I could still see Horus. Like right in the middle, I could still see the eagle. It was
Whoa, that's trippy. That is trippy. I had some profound experiences, but I remember seeing Horus. I remember that, but I don't remember what the other three godheads, what they were, or what they looked like. It could have been the alligator. It could have been what's that other one, the hippo. But it's like kind of weird because when you start going further, what you actually see is you see the entities that make the entities. Like say, like Horus, like there's three entities that came before him that was able that basically created him. Those three entities that existed before him didn't know that layer of reality that they were creating that was Horus. So it's like, even if you go like Shiva or you go any other god, there's other gods that came before that god that were fused together to make that god. So once that god started to exist, the other ones didn't see it. They didn't see that god being what it was, because it was something new in its own reality. That's like each one of us, within us, we all create our own thing. We all create and that thing in there that's creating, it's making different gods are present in order to guide different parts of ourselves. And it's like the weirdest thing. And it's wild because it even reminds me of when I had the experience and I seen like the United States. And the United States was like, it was no background to it, but I could clearly see see it. And not in a way like you looking at it. It's like it is like you looking at it from far away, but at the same time you can see all the way into it, and you can see cars driving, you can see the cities, you can see the buildings, and then like I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh wow, this is like the trippiest thing. Like I can see it from every viewpoint, from like a map. Like I'm zoomed in at the same time while I'm zoomed out. So I'm looking at it, and then one part of it moved. Part of it moved, and it was a lady, and it was three ladies. You like one, because once that one moved, it made the other ones jiggle, and it's like the way the middle of the thing digitized. It was like, and then it went and dropped right back in place, and then it was another entity was going, okay, yeah, next time don't move. You got to stay still. It was like almost like it was an entity that was in control of these entities, that was in control of this giant city that was there, and or this country. And bro, man, golly, I gotta find that one, because that was an interesting one too. It'd be kind of dope to go back and go over these, because it's a lot
Weird, because
of
every time it
information in them.
changed, like I would like kick it. Like it was, I don't know how I was doing this. I don't know how I was doing this, but I would like kick it. Like my body wasn't even moving. It was like my inner self would kick the shit and it'd jump back. Yeah, it'll jump back, and then when it jumped back, it'll come back towards me again, and then it'll change to like some other guy heads. But you can see every
Oh,
time it
okay,
changed,
yeah.
you can still see all the other ones that it changed in to like within it. Like still, you can still see them. So I'm like,
And it's
I'm
weird because this is something that I've been seeing a lot in my last experiences. I've been seeing how the energy of one thing will start off as being this one energy, and then over time it'll change and it'll become something new, but it'll be that same thing. Like I said, like, whoa, like, okay, yeah, it's the same thing like I said about cars, how it started from chariots and then it went to wagons and buggies, and a horse pulling them till somebody just made an engine and put an engine on it to where it was able to drive itself, and then now it's what it is today. It's what a car is today. But it started from just that same transportation thing with wheels, and it evolved over time. And it's like, wow, because there's nothing here that if you look at it doesn't do that. Like everything in reality evolves over time. It started off as one thing, but then it begins to change, and it begins to better itself. It begins to and that's not only with the things that we make and we create. That's with nature also. Like nature does the same thing. And it's like, dang, man, it's almost like, bro, like this stuff was already made. It's like the pattern is here. The pattern is already here. We might think that we doing all these things, but we just following the pattern. Like how the water, when it starts flowing, water flows in so many different places that once it starts flowing and it's going past the dirt, when it run into a rock, it go around it until it's able to consume it and cover it. We just that flowing water. I forgot where I was going with that. I just got lost, bro. I'm losing sight of the
I'm
truth.
tripping off that, bro. But this is the part that fucked
Oh,
me up, right? That made me see dummy clearer is once I seen that the sky, that space up there was just a reflection of this. Everything was like a reflection. It didn't matter what it was.
yeah.
Everything was just a reflection of my inner being. Like so I don't even know how to put that shit into words, bro. I don't know how to put it words, but everything was just like a reflection. Like it was just a reflection of my inner self. And like I'm tripping off that.
That's weird though to even think about. Like if we was just reflectors. Cause like that's about all you can do. Like everything that you looking at, everything that you hearing, you just putting it back out. You just putting it back out in like a different, like whether you saying it, whether you acting it out, you just putting it back out. You just reflecting what is already here. You were going with the flow. The flow, man, that sounds scary.
And then, like, so I go back in the house and I lay in the bed. I think I laid down or something. But that's when I seen like my right eye. My right eye was the
Oh,
sun. My right eye controlled over the light and the dark through this. Like every time we wake up and we see that, bro, that is us. That's our eyes right there. This is one of our eyes. The
whoa, I
moon was another
remember
one of our eyes.
this.
This is how we control the light and the darkness. I said, damn, no wonder. I said the eye of Ra, the eye of Horus. I like everything just started coming back, bro. It was like the most beautifulest thing. I can see all my past lives. I can see
Okay,
all.
yeah, I remember that. And I even remember I kind of remember the eye thing, which is kind of trippy to think about that the sun and the moon would actually be your eyes. Like these are your eyes. These are they're an extension of your eyes. The sun helping you see in the daytime clear, and the moon helping you see at night. Like what? The eyes of the world. I don't, man, golly. But this is another thing that I get too from whenever I'm diving in now. I always get to see my past lives. Like my past lives come back. Uh this life come back, all my memories from this life, my dreams come back, and I get to see them all. And it's like it's the weirdest thing because I think it's hard to grasp because you're seeing it all at once. Like you're not seeing like you like we seeing right now, and I'm looking at it from these eyes. Picture every life that you ever lived at one time, you be able to see it. I'm talking about maybe millions, thousands, how many ever it was. Like being able to see all of them at one time. And it's hard to kind of catch because you seeing them and you know what you seeing and you understand it, but it's hard to just grab one of them and go, okay, yeah, I remember I was this in this lifetime.
All these different lives that I lived. Like I was at that point to where I knew for a
Man, I
fact
fly.
it didn't matter what happened in life. You were gonna be okay because you didn't know that you were every aspect of life, of the life that was here. You was every aspect. That is you. The sky is you. All of it was like me, bro. It was like so fascinating and beautiful that it just seemed like, bro, like it was nothing to ever even worry about. And it's like, I'm like going, damn, okay, how come we put all these worries on ourselves? Why do we put all these worries on ourselves?
You know, I think we do it to make life more interesting. You feel me? We do it to make it more interesting because if if you don't feel like you're everything and you all these things, I don't know. It just if you was and you just walked around and knew it, like I said, you'd be walking around talking about you God. But just the factor in being one of these hairs right here, and one of these hairs feel like understand and find out that it's the body. Like it would be freaky to itself. It would freak it out. It's like, man, then don't get to trying to tell everybody. The other hairs is like, man, hold on, man. Hopefully he shave us in a couple of days because this dude is tripping.
And make it interesting like we do? It didn't even make sense, bro. But my right eye was the sun, and my left eye was the moon. And it's wild because the moon wasn't even out and the sun wasn't out. But when I seen looking through the sun, I see this. And then the sun was nothing but a reflection of this. Like that right there is nothing but a reflection of this shit right
It
here.
do look like
But
an
I
eye
don't
though,
even, I
true.
wish I could break it down and explain it because as I was seeing it, I could understand it way clearer, bro. I could see it clear as day. But it's like every time I tried to break it down and I tried to explain it, even to myself, bro, the shit would just kind of disappear.
Yeah, that's the part that gets me is when you get that you have that top notch experience happening, and then you try to think about what you seeing, and it starts to kind of fade to where you can't see it. You know, it like kind of hides from you because the more you try to explain it, the more it's not what it is. The more it takes away from what it is, the more it takes away. But this is very interesting though. I'm gonna have to clip this part for myself. Let's see. The strangest part is you are not just the voice inside, but something outside of just the body. Then it keep proving it with everything and everyone. That's the yeah. That's even more far out because it keeps showing me, and it's like you got to keep telling me over and over and over again. And it's like I'll be trying to go back to sleep
And
as well. I
the
ain't gonna
words would
lie.
disappear. The thing didn't disappear because it was still happening. I could still see it to where the sky was a reflection of this. This was a reflection of the sky. And I'm like going, damn, but it makes sense, but it don't make sense at the same time. Like it made
And
sense
then,
because I'm in it. I'm it and I can see it. But it was like trying to put it into words, bro. It's like damn near impossible. It's impossible. We worry because you gotta understand we still animals. We need to survive here on Earth. It's about the small picture for us. We don't need to see bigger picture for survival. And that's crazy
yeah,
because
yeah, that is right. You don't need to see the bigger picture for survival. And like that's what we live on. That's what everything kind of lives on, survival, to keep its place here, to keep its place. That's why the animals mate the way they do to keep that thing going. Everything does that. Got to keep it going, man. It's not gonna stop.
even that, Zen, it's not even about survival because you're gonna survive whatever. You're gonna survive whatever. It's like the survival thing is something that we creating to make it to make it into this. We creating this survival thing
And
because
what
it don't
if
matter. You're gonna survive whatever.
what if that's something that the this aspect of us, the body, the is creating, because even though it even knows that you are this other force outside of what this is, right? You are this other force outside of what it is. But once this right here was created, and it can take that force and create this and make this thing gonna want to keep going too. It's not gonna want to stop. You feel me? That infinite power that you are, that's being put into here to make this thing be what it is, this thing is not going to want to stop, especially when that infinite power doesn't even know or has no it's just power. It's just power to power the thing. That power will always be there. It's not going to ever, it can't die. It can't cease to exist. But the one thing I would like to see is where all this is being created from. It can't be just the mind, but I'm just saying this
I
shit
don't.
is
You're going to
trippy.
survive. You're gonna look. It don't matter what anybody went through in life. What they doing. It's part of the shit. It's part of the shit. You're gonna
Yeah,
be okay. You're everything is gonna all.
yeah, it's part of the thing. It's like looking at a wall and seeing little tiny holes in the wall. You feel me? Those are not holes. It's part of the wall. Like we're part of the whole. So it's gonna keep going because we part of all of it. It's like one big giant thing. Now, you know, in past, the futures and the past.
Always be okay. Even when it's not,
I could
it's
read it
still gonna
right
be
there.
okay.
Trying to look at
It's
them
gonna
little
keep going. And it
words.
was like fucking weird, bro. It was like a conundrum. It was almost like, damn, how can I even say it? Golly, bro. I don't even look. I don't even know how to put it deep into words. I don't know how. It's like damn near impossible to put it into words. It's like almost even if you put it into words, you won't be able to see it. It was one way that I explained it to Rob. It was a way I explained it to Rob. I forgot, bro. But I'm like going, I just have to come make a quick video and give y'all a taste of what I just seen. Of what I just seen. Like, look, this is what's fucking weird. I was sitting here, I'm on Discord. I'm sitting out here on Discord. I'm looking at the Discord. Discord switched up now, right? As I'm looking at Discord, I kind of get quiet. And then I see an octopus. I see this giant octopus on this side of my phone, like taking up all this. The octopus, the tentacles went like this, bro. The tentacles went into my phone and went into Discord. And Theo, I could see Theo camera on, bro.
Oh wow, I
It went
remember
into
this.
that little screen
Oh
that Theo
whoa,
was
this was
in,
trippy.
like on the top, the bottom, the side, and the
This was
bottom.
trippy.
And next thing you know, I was standing. It was like I was Theo's phone, standing there looking at Theo. And then then once I got into that aspect of it, the tentacles went inside Theo and started controlling Theo. And I could see through Theo's eyes. I can see my fingers playing the guitar because I was saying to myself before it even got all the way
That
to that,
was
I said, man, I'm about to get off here because I got to go listen to some music or something. And then I seen the tentacles come and they went into Theo and started making Theo play the guitar, bro. I'm looking through Theo's.
the weird thing is I could tell when Theo was about to play the guitar before he started playing it. Cause I had wanted to listen to some music. But it was just trippy because when I went through, I was the phone. I was the phone looking at Theo at first. And then the tentacles went in Theo and I became Theo. And I'm looking at my fingers and I'm telling myself, okay, I'm going to play this tune. But before he's saying that, over here, myself is saying, oh, I want him to play that one tune. And then he'll end up saying, I'm going to play this one. And then it'll be the one that I told him that I wanted to hear. But it was like I was him too, and I was the phone, bro. It was like I could see his fingers like this. I was him. I was him, and I was like trying to explain. That shit was crazy. That was
Looking at
crazy.
my fingers playing the guitar. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything. I'm just in my mind, I'm seeing it and I'm going, okay, well, play this tune. Okay, slow it down. Go a little bit faster. Okay, play this one. Remember the one that you used to always play? Boom.
Your brain,
It was
I
doing
think
all of it.
everybody
It was
needs to
doing all
reset.
of it. It was like whatever that octopus thing was, which it was me, because I could see it was me. It had full
So you
fucking
had puppet
control, bro.
everything.
Full control to where I cut the Discord off and I kind of just left. I said, man, I'm gonna be back. Because this is crazy. I just was Theo for about fucking 2 minutes, 3 minutes playing the guitar. I was him. But it
Now,
was
now this is what's crazy because if this is a possible thing, right? That would mean that reality is just this one thing, and everybody is connected on a level that we don't see. Everything is everybody and everything is connected on on the underlying level that we don't see. We're probably say we are the drawings, but we all on the same piece of paper like that. We the drawings, but we all on the same piece of paper. So it don't matter that paper you can connect each other easily. Cause it was like I'm looking at my fingers play the guitar, bro. It was like the wildest thing. The focus, the focus that I even had on for that to even happen. For that to even happen was just outstanding. It was
weird because
crazy.
I was like, say if his phone was a person, I was standing there at the same time while I'm being this octopus creature with the tentacles going through the phone. Just, bro, that shit was wow. That shit was wild.
All
I said it's
consciousness
crazy because,
is connection
every time I dive in, I
moving
take three
stars in
grams,
the
I take a
worlds
couple of
behind.
grams and like,
Yeah. Yeah,
bro,
you are.
yeah, 5, 6, that shit is a interesting journey.
Five,
It's
six,
an
you could be
interesting
somebody
journey,
else.
to say the least. It was dummy interesting. But damn, this was a short video too. It's a short video too. But I'ma cut it.
I don't
I'ma
even
cut
know
it.
why it
And
was even
then
that short because
I'ma
I
come
seen
back
so
like
much
once I
that
go in
night.
here because I'm about to go
Like
roll. I'm about to smoke and
even
clean up and stuff, and then I'ma come and
I
I'ma
seen
start a
so much
live
that
because
night.
it's a lot more to it, bro. I'm telling you, at 4 o'clock, I at 4 o'clock in the morning, I started I think at 8:39. At 4 o'clock in the morning when it started to wear off, bro. When I say I was wide awake at 4 o'clock, like it even got to
Oh
the
yeah, I
point to where
remember
I
even
turned
when I
off the
went
music.
outside,
I didn't
came
even
back
want no
in.
music. I turned the music off and everything even got clearer. It was like everything was a reflection.
And
Like I couldn't understand why I would play Terrence McKenna all the time, why I would put Alan Watts on repeat all the time. And I'm like going, damn, I said the whole time I'm playing myself to keep myself in a certain state. Like we'll
oh my god, bro. Oh, this is the wildest thing, bro. It's like I'm playing myself to keep myself in that same frame of mind of thinking. Like I keep playing, I have to hear it in another person's voice to accept it and be able to, be it at the same time, bro. Like think about that. Like we go and we listen to all these aspects of ourself just in order to keep ourselves a certain way. Just in order to and it's like what the hell am I doing? Like it made me have to turn off the music. I had to turn off everything. I wanted to just sit silently and just let it do what it do. Because I started even seeing that the songs I was listening to, they were even making my experiences stand out more. They were sending me to the places that they wanted me to go. That and it was like the trippiest thing. I like if I listened to something and no matter what it was talking about, my experience would flow the way of that music. It didn't matter if it was the beat or whatever it was, it would flow in that way. So it's like, dang, I just kind of wanted to shut down everything. Shut it all down. Shut it all down. Because this is me. This is me having the experience, listening to myself, telling me what I should do in the experience. And then when it happens and I'm listening to a song, at the same time that song is playing or I'm saying the same thing the song is saying. So it's me still. It's like I don't even like to get trapped into that oneness thing. I hate to get trapped into that oneness thing, but I have I see it so much. I see the oneness so much that it's like, I kind of be wanting to get away from it. It has a confirmation thing like a filter or a feedback. Yeah.
put ourselves in certain states and then we'll forget about just being life and just living life.
Man.
We will really forget about us, about me and what I think I should be, or you feel me? I'll give all my energy to this other thing and I'll make that my life. And it's like I'm not saying there's
Oh.
nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying it's just you. It's just you.
Dang, that like make you think like the things that we give our life to. Like like the things that you give your full life to, like not just your job, but you give it to your significant other. You give it to your car, you give it to your kids, you give it to your bills. Like this precious life force we just give it out, we just give it away. We just give it away. And we'll spend our whole time trying to be that other thing. We'll spend our whole time, our whole life trying to be what we would call a good man. Like what the hell, bro? Like we forget to just be. Like it's that easy. It's that easy. It's not hard just to be. You feel me? It's not that hard. But we'll give our whole life to whale watching. We'll give our whole life to looking at the stars and saying what the stars is doing. We'll give our whole life to following all these Jennifer Aniston, you feel me, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. We'll give them our energy, like, here, take it, you feel me? And then half the time we'll go spend money to go to the shows. We'll just give it to them. Like, we giving the life that we have to everything. We giving life to life. And it's like, dang, you feel me? I mean, that's just something to think about. Let's see, have you ever asked the entity what enlightenment is to them and how they are trying to evolve and when they gain from showing you new perspectives? Nah, I never thought about that, because each entity that I feel like I met had a certain role within reality that was played within everybody. So it already knew what it was doing. And then I think the energy of us, I always felt like, was making that entity what it was. So I never just questioned them or asked them anything, because when I think about, I got, like, when they said, okay, man, you gotta go in and you gotta have a like, I forgot what they call it, but you gotta go in with this thing so you can have a purpose of traveling. And I started to think, if when I do that, I'm like, I'm greedy. I want everything. There's nothing that I don't want. So I didn't want to go in. I don't approach the psychedelics like that no more. I approach the psychedelics like a baby. Like, I don't know anything. I'm not trying to know anything. Just show me things. Just show me. Cause I don't know what I need. I don't really know what I want. I know what my body craves. I know what my mind craves. I know this. So my cravings are going to be able to please. It's going to be to please one of these senses that I have. It's not going to be the underlying truth of things. So all I'm going to do is fool myself every time. Because I'm going to say, oh, I want to know what life is. Oh, I want to know how I can better myself in life. And it's going to show me that. So then when I do these things, it's going to feel like I'm bettering myself in life. When all you have to do is just be better. And you just be the better that you consider better to even be. That's not, so I never even searched for that, because when I tried to change in life, I learned that I didn't need anything else to help me really make the change that I wanted to make. And that's what we do. We use these different things as a stepping stone in order to better ourselves, because we don't know that we can just be better just from then on, from the time we say it. Like, so I don't go in asking questions, because for what? For what? My questions is going to be pertaining to this body or this idea of me that I created. That's what my questions are going to be pertaining to. So when I just go in with an open mind, it shows me all types of stuff. Like, it can go anywhere. I don't go in with a purpose or with a need, or, you feel me? I just want to see. I'm just here to see. I'm here to watch. I'm here to that's why every experience that I have be so profound, I think. It'd be so profound because I'm not looking no more. I don't have to look for anything. There's nothing that I need. Nothing in there is not going to save me from life being life. It's not going to stop. Nothing in there is going to stop what's going on here. Nothing. There's not one thing in there that's going to stop who Charles Manson was. It's not going to stop who Donald Trump is. It's not going to stop none of this. So that's why I just go in with an open mind. Show me, because like that thing that's in there, that aspect of us, it knows what we really need. And it's just going to help make the ride comfortable. It knows what you really need. It knows you. It is you. It is everybody. It is everything. So it already knows. So it's like, why question it? Why, come up with, because most of the things that we have is stuff that we created. It's ideas that we came up with. It's different things. Oh, how can I get rich? How can I be this? These are all human things. That's what they're all human things. Oh, how can I know God? How can I know? These are all human things. I'm done with human stuff. I'm I'm done with human stuff. Like even knowledge. You feel me? I don't want the knowledge because, well, I'm going to take the knowledge, then I'm going to come and I'm going to bring it to y'all and I'm going to sell it to y'all. You already have knowledge. You are knowledge. Knowledge of the situations, knowledge of the life that you're going through. You already are that. But we want to add on to what knowledge is. And then that's where we get into the illusions and we begin to create the illusions. And like, don't get me wrong, the illusions are real too. You know why they real? Because we made them real. We made the illusions real. We made other things exist outside of this existence that's happening right now. We made all the things that you can't see, and you feel me? We made all that. We will constantly make that. And it will constantly be a thing. We'll call it dimensions. We'll call it this. We'll constantly add to it and make it more and more and more and more. But the only place you can really see it existing is where we're at, in the mind. That's where you're going to always see it exist. So as soon as we create something, like I said, it evolves, it changes, it gets better, it gets stronger, it gets bigger, but it only exists within us. It exists within the minds of all the people. And we can make it whatever we want to make it into. And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's just what we do. He said, I think psychedelics give you a different perspective on life. And if you have to make a tough decision, it can help you clear your mind. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Like, even without, like, if you think about it, without psychedelics, you can do that too. But it does, that's the one thing that I can say that it does. It make you look at life differently. It gives you a better, I don't even want to say, it gives you a different understanding of life. It gives you a whole different perspective of life, a whole different perspective, and that's a good thing for the person. To me, that's a good thing. As you know, that's one of the best things ever, right there. People put the energy into them being. What do you mean by that, UL? Show me what I need to see. Psychedelic. Yeah. Not that help. Yeah. Show me what I need to see, because you like, especially like when you going in and you trying to see something and then you don't see what you think you gonna see, you gonna feel like it was a waste of time. I think that's one of the things that's also, you'll feel like you wasted your time, it wasn't worth it and all this. When you go in with that open mind, your mind gonna be ready for everything and anything. It doesn't matter what it's gonna be. It's not, so it's gonna be open to everything. It's not gonna have these stop signs saying that life goes and it stops right here. It's not gonna have the stop sign of, okay, it's God and the devil. It's the battle of God and the devil. I can't get outside of that box. It's not gonna have, oh well, there's this big life after death. I can't get outside of that box. It's not gonna have all. It's gonna, you already created a box that you in. You feel me? And you won't. And with psychedelics, it's like you getting past yourself. You're not getting past anything that's here. You getting past your own thoughts, your own ideas, the own you that you created. That's what's always stopping people from going so far on psychedelics, because it just be them. It be they idealistic beliefs. And you know the thing, you want to hold on to this because you know God is this or this is that. And you want to hold on to it because this need to be fixed, because this shouldn't be happening in the world. If it's happening, that means it should be happening. That's it and that's all. It's all happening. There's nothing that's not happening. But we start to create this thing that creates stop signs that you can't get outside of yourself on psychedelics. And the self that I'm talking about is the self that you created over time, from everything that you learned, everything that you seen, everything that you smelled, everything you tasted, everything you spoke, everything you heard. That you right there is the strongest thing alive within you. That you right there does not want to die. That you right there does not want itself to be lost. It want to stay at. That's why when teenagers, become teenagers, they go through that stage of they don't know what they want to do. They don't know if they want to be here, who they are, what they are, and all this. Because that younger thing, as it's changing, it doesn't want to let go. It don't want to let go of itself. So that's like one of the things that it's hard for a lot of people to do when they diving in on psychedelics. It's hard for them to let go, like give up everything. Not saying that everything doesn't exist, but saying at the same time, don't nothing exist. None of this is real. None of this is real. Not even saying that, not even that. Just like not having no thought of any of it. Of any of it. Of any of it. Like nothing exists. My thoughts don't even exist. Everything is just nothing. This nothingness that is happening, and getting past that, that's the only way you're going to be able to get past yourself blocking yourself. Because we always say, man, there's gatekeepers. Yeah, you the gatekeeper. You the gatekeeper by holding on to all the things that you believe, the ideas that we have and we hold on to and we don't want to get rid of. We live within those ideas. That is our living space. Those are our prisons. Those are where we lock ourselves into. And once I lock myself into that place, ain't nothing bringing me out. You feel me? If I get locked into Christianity, nothing's bringing me outside of that, because everything else outside of that is going to be evil. That's why, you see people like when we talk about bad trips, and people have these bad trips because you still have that thing in your mind where, oh, this is evil, that is evil. Like even getting outside of that, of going, evil doesn't exist. Love don't exist. It's hard to get outside of that. That's one of the things that's gonna clog your trips every time. Is understanding that there is no evil. Evil is not even a thing. There's no evil. There's no goodness. It's just life, and this is what life is doing. But once you step outside of that, that's when the experiences take you even further, to where you can have the oneness and become one with all things and see that you all of these things playing out, in one way or another. It's scary, don't get me wrong, it's scary. I subscribed to your channel 3 years ago, and I can say with confidence that you have definitely transformed your consciousness, bro. It's easily detected. Great work, legend. Hey, no, yeah. It wasn't. It was me, but it was it was everybody that was here. You feel me? It was the chiming in on Discord and learning from different people that were here that were deep divers that you don't too much hear talk about their experiences. You hear them talking, but you don't hear them talking about their experiences. But it was just us all together, like learning from each other as we went. And I don't know, bro. I just kind of wouldn't, in the beginning, I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't give up. It didn't matter what I had to go through in the experience to keep going. If I seen something that I thought, if I was in hell, you feel me? Like I'll just sit there in hell with these people that's on fire, twisted faces. I'll just sit there crying, scared. And then I'll go back the next day and do it again. It's like, I wasn't going to let anything stop me. I think it's because in the beginning I told myself I wanted to know. And then having those experiences of seeing certain entities that seem like they welcome me in and open the doors. And, and then, the 4ACO even going further, leading myself to see I didn't ever have anything to be scared of. Because the fear, dang, somebody said this in the movie I just was watching. The only thing to fear is fear itself. And once you learn that, you creating your fear, you creating your scariness, and it was like, oh my God, bro! If they could have told me this a long time ago, I'd have been well off. You feel me? All never have anxiety, never be scared to say anything, never be scared to do anything. But I think we do that in order so we don't hurt ourselves going about in life. We create these fears of certain things so we don't cut ourselves again with a knife. You feel me? but it don't stop us from playing with knives. It stop us from using it a certain way. And that's kind of trippy because I feel like that's what we even do with our thought process, with our belief systems, or with going through it with, you know, relationships with other people and stuff like that. It's about the same. Nobody gets into a body then becomes someone who wants to be somebody, and through individual choices makes you person who over the forms a perspective that shapes their reality. We are nobody equal. Exactly, exactly, Nabi, just like that. What mushroom strand did you like the most? Mine were eight, but no, mine was the apes. Mine was the albino envies. The albino P envies was the I no, and then it's wild because no, man, my boy Master Creator had them lovely teachers. I think those were, I don't know what I think they was a form of golden teachers mixed with something else, bro. The visuals on those was just, they was like next level. They were next level. And then I can't say that because there's not a strand that I haven't had to where I didn't have dummy visuals, because each strand had its own microverse looking entities or insectoid, whatever you want to call them, that would just be fractaling and showing themselves. Each one had its own version of whatever it was, bro. Like them lovely teachers, they was like these yellow looking banana slug looking creatures, and then the Asian strand is like these green insects almost like this, but they like insects. They look like tiny little insects, and then each one just had its own version of what it was. So it was like, bro, it was always beautiful. Do you like the blue meanies? Yeah, the blue meanies was good. Okay, wait. Okay, when the time I took the blue meanies? Yeah, those were good too. I couldn't even say what was the best strand. I'm not gonna hold you, because all of them had different attributes. It's almost like trying to compare Michael Jordan to LeBron James or Steph Curry. They all had their different attributes. But they were good. They were good. Like I said, once you learn how to let go and let the mushroom happen, it's going to be good every time. Because you're not going to be holding back anything. You're not going to be holding on, trying to hold on to this or stop this from being what it is. So it's like everyone had its own dope theme. Like from the first time I took them. And I don't know if it's because I did DMT so many times that when I started taking mushrooms, the mushrooms were so visual. Because I remember when I first took mushrooms, like I had this eye in front of me, and it was like, you know, you could see it looked like almost like eyebrows, but it was like eyebrow, like tentacles or something going up like that, wavy, and the eye was like a rainbowish like color, to where it was all these different colors, but it was just sit in front of me no matter where I looked. And I'm going, bro, I used to be like, is that the third eye? Like I never could understand it. But even for my first mushroom journey, it was so close to DMT. I think that's why I started diving in more on mushrooms. I just started taking mushrooms all the time because I wanted to know more with the mushrooms, because it was like, man, it was so close. I seen gestures off the mushrooms. I seen the DMT lady. I seen so many different things off of mushrooms, and it was like slowed down. Like how the DMT, well, I don't even want to say the DMT is slowed down, because it's not. It happens fast, but it happens slow at the same time. But the way the mushrooms slow it down, it's like you can, you in there for that 6 hours, that 6 to 8 hours. It was just, I don't know, it was different. So yeah, some people can't go that far for far truth. The mushrooms take them and they lose their mind and controlling their life, yeah, a lot of people can't, but that's how it is though, bro. That's what anything you can lose your mind doing about anything. You can lose your mind working at McDonald's, you feel me, and come back with a gun and do some weird stuff. But I'm just saying, you can lose your mind in just about anything. Like I was seeing this dude that said he left work and he took some peyote, and he never he he was in the parking lot all night. The next day when they found him, he had a shield, he had an eye patch, he had an eye patch on. He had a mask on. He had his hoodie up to where you couldn't see his face, bro. He made a crown out of some wire or something. He had a like three spatulas when they found him. I said, golly. I don't know where he went because you didn't get the full story, but I'm saying you can. A lot of people can actually get stuck in that place. But it don't take psychedelics to be able to get stuck in that place. There's so many other things that can get you stuck in there. You feel me? Just throughout life. And it's like, it's the weirdest thing. But you do, like, if you diving in, you got to be careful. Especially if you ain't me, you have to be careful. It was times I dove in and I knew I was going to be stuck. Because it didn't wear off for like 2 days. Like it would wear off for like 2 days. It'd just be lingering. It didn't matter what I did. If I drank something, if I ate something, it'd kind of kick back in. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just be like this. You feel me? I wasn't even tripping though. Yeah, people just go social for many reasons. Psychedelics is very rare. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a small amount of people in the world population that are even into psychedelics. But the ones that are, you feel me? It's like they into it. Like I watching Vice. When you go and you start watching Vice, it's like, dang, you see people doing mushrooms with all other kind of drugs. I couldn't understand it. I'm like, how y'all get that? How you get to do all of that in one take? You feel me? But I think that's what made me start getting into having the Patron with the mushrooms. And you was the one telling me about the sugars. Like, the sugars that you eat is what actually, get you drunk off the alcohol, bro. And I don't, like, I drink coffee creamer, but I have not been eating nothing with sugar in it. So it's like when I go and I have a drink, bro, I don't even be drunk no more. I get a little tipsy, but I do not be drunk no more. It be like the trippiest thing, bro. It's not eating off. It's your putting back the filters for the eyes beyond. Oh yeah, peeling the filters back. Yeah, but hold on, let me see something. Man, is anybody in Discord? Because we just
Like
talking.
it will always be you. It will never not be you, bro. I said we are the dopest. This is the man. We the dopest creatures that never did this shit. Look.
We
I even
the
zoomed out
dopest
to where
creatures that never did this shit.
I was trying to, because I always wanted to understand,
Oh
like,
my
okay, if this
goodness, yo, that
galaxy
is
is a
hilarious.
galaxy, then what other
We are the
galaxies
dopest
exist?
creatures that
And it
never
was
did
like
this shit.
showing me like you are the
Hey,
galaxy. Like this is the
okay,
only
now
galaxy. It's
let me
really only
change.
just one thing happening, and you are the whole thing. And it was like, so
Okay,
everything that's out there is just really a reflection of the you. Of the you, all of it. That right there, bro, that's your right eye right there, looking down on everything, keeping everything lit. This is so you can see the light. This is so you can see the light. You feel me? When the moon pop up,
What
it's so
up?
you can see the darkness. You
oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm about to stop the video. I'm about to kill that video, y'all. Y'all can go check it out. As you can see, it's the 6 gram mushroom experience. It should be in one of the playlists. It should be in one of the playlists. I don't know which one, but I'm about to open this. I did already open Discord. I'm about to share Discord. So like, somebody trying to come in. What's up with it, BGL?
Was
Oh my goodness, that was a
how
yeah,
you been here so long?
yeah. How
You
you
did
doing?
6 grams.
How you
You
doing
did
though?
6 grams.
Oh
You
yeah,
did 6 grams.
yeah. This was not too
What?
long ago. It was on the. It was 6 months ago. This was only 6 months
What?
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sun Tzu. The way Sun Tzu is set up. You feel me?
Mhm. Mhm.
He talked me into delving
I'm
into
not falling
that.
for the sun too type ever again.
But it was worth it. It's wild because once I had did that, because I did it before. Like I said, I did it before a long time ago, but let me share this Discord. But I did it before. I did it a few times. Like, say, just diving in on the 4-HCO was like diving in on that. But it still was like the other one. Oh, I'm gonna have to go find now. It's wow, bro. This would be trippy. It just make me want to go over all these videos. It'll take like a year. It'll take a year plus to go over every experience I done had. A year plus. Like that long.
Go over them.
Huh?
Go over them.
I am. That's what I've been doing.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been going over all of them, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going because it was some crazy experiences. Oh, why did I close that out? That was stupid. The age
You're
old
too
question:
excited.
free will
You're
and
too
choice.
excited.
I don't even, man, Tard. I don't know about that free will thing no more. I don't know because, every thought or idea in this place was already here. So if all those things were already here, anything that you think or do has already been done before. So how could that be free will? It's just like, okay, you this time when you came in, you didn't build a pyramid, you built a square. But you had to build it with the same shapes that was here to build the pyramid that you built before. The blocks was already here. So anything that you think has already almost been thought of before. Any feeling that you have been felt before.
But who cares if you haven't felt it or thought it? Like, who cares?
No,
I
that's not.
mean,
We talking about free will and choice.
right, but so if somebody else has thought it, you don't have free will?
To a sense, in a sense, you have to basically put the block, the same block in a different place. Like that.
I mean, okay, but perhaps you get it to a different place in a different way.
Yeah. And then you have the choice to go, oh, is this a cardboard box, or it's the same box, but you go, oh no, this is a metal box. So I put it over here. It makes it different, and it does to the
I
self,
think
to
it.
the
I
individual.
think the only thing that makes it different is that it's metal instead of cardboard, right?
Yeah, but it's
And
still a
somebody
box.
discovered the metal. Yeah, but somebody discovered the metal. Like, eventually, nothing's new under the sun except to the person.
Yeah,
Like, you're living life through the eyes of a child, like, and then it seems like everything's
yeah.
new again.
So the third. Yeah, like it's all, and
That's why
that's
you
why we
can
do the
ask me.
rebirth.
That's why you ask people. That's why you ask people about their experience, right? Like,
Yeah,
nothing's new under the sun.
yeah. But I think that's what's dope about it too. Is the fact that
Hmm.
like every time another person is born into the world, it's a new perspective. It always
Hmm.
seems like it's a new perspective every time. That's the dope thing about it. That's why the kids be looking at us going, nah. Most of our ideas have already been thought of.
Kids be hearing, kids be hearing Beatles songs in the early 2000s. Like, you know this song? You know this?
Everything is already. Oh, you have went out, BGL. Yeah, he said the Bible was accurate when it said nothing is new under the sun and everything already is written. I know, right? That's wild. I think all these things hold some type of truth. But you was going in and out, BGL.
Oh, I don't even know what you was. I don't even know what I was saying then.
Yeah. Oh wow. I don't even know either.
Me and JoJo finna go on a walk.
Oh dang! I just looked at my picture. I
Oh,
was
and
about to
take a
say hi to
break.
Cryo.
You crazy. We is not no. We going all the way down there by
Let him
Vons.
ride his scooter. Oh my
They gonna,
god.
as soon as we get out the
Y'all,
gate, Blake gonna start complaining.
y'all sound like me when I was young. Don't
Like
never,
this
don't want to never take the little brother. Be like,
Because
nah,
we
cause
don't
he
even
gon'
like walking. We gonna be running.
Cause
okay.
he's so slow. He's
Yeah,
always starting
Blake
stuff
don't
and
listen.
no,
yeah.
no.
I
I'm
understand.
gonna let the
Don't
dog
make her
say it.
say something,
No, don't.
man.
Not yet. Not yet. I'll let him in when I'm done. Yeah, he's too slow. He's gonna be complaining. I said, dang. I remember we did the same thing when I was young. Yeah. We ran across the street to our friend's house. We tried to hide from my little brother. He was looking around the corner looking for us. Next thing you know, we come out. He got hit by a car. We like, God dang. See,
Mm.
we should have just took him with
Mm,
us.
mm, mm.
We should have just took him with
Now
us.
you
He
gotta go
survived
tell your
though.
mom.
Yeah, mom didn't even
Now
want to
you
come
gotta go tell your
downstairs.
mom.
She was so scared. She didn't even want to come look. I said, dang.
Mm.
What's up, wild man? Yeah, say,
You
she
just
would
stop.
want to
You
know
just go.
your thoughts of choice. Yeah, your thoughts is a choice. The choice you making. It's your choices. Well, it's just, it like the underlying truth is just like, but even though it is what it is, bro, it just is what it is. Life is life, and it ain't stopping. It ain't stopping, and it's gonna life gonna be whatever you need life to be. That's the one
Life
thing.
is life, and
when
life
you
is
need
for
when you
real
need
life,
life
and
when you need life to be wrong, it's gonna be wrong. It's gonna be wrong. It's gonna be
mm,
like, my bad, my bad. I'm just lifing. When you need it to be right, it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right, right
mm,
at the right time, the exact time you need
right
it
at
to
the
be
right
right.
time.
It's gonna be that, and it's gonna be like, see, I told you, I got you.
If you're one of them, I got bad luck ass moms.
It's gonna be bad luck.
Well, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. That's the, I think I noticed that like when I started paying attention to my kids. Like I seen it on experiences, but I noticed it even more when I see my kids. If like they get up in the morning, like if you wake your kids up, like you're supposed to get up out of bed. That'll like they whole day'll be like that.
That's the energy all day.
Yeah. But if you wake them up like, hey, good morning,
Mhm.
how you doing, and wake them up slowly, they'll be cool the whole day. Like that's the weird thing. Like your mornings does mean a lot for
Mhm.
your day, because if you start
Yep.
the morning off in a messed up mood, your whole day gonna be trash. Like my son say, trash. Your whole day is just gonna be
It's
trash. That's
all
it.
trash.
Yeah, it's all trash. It's gonna be straight trash. You're not gonna be able to even function. Cause every time somebody say something to you, something happens, somebody cuts you off, you're gonna be pissed off to the fullest point of festivity. And it's like, whoa, I seen them do it. Like once they get to arguing, doing the back and forth, it just starts. It's like a domino effect. It's like now it's like he crying because he didn't tripped and he didn't stubbed his toe. You feel me? Then he go and he try to turn on his game and his game don't turn on and he like, damn, my game is not working. It don't even turn on. It's just a spiral all the way out of control.
Yup.
You gotta
Yup.
try to get it all the way back. You gotta try to pull it all the way, bring it back around, calm down. Hit them with the chest move, calm down, slow it down. Just slow down. Slow down. Unplug it. Plug it back up. Oh, there it go. Look, it's on. It's gonna do everything you need it to do now. Just calm down. uh, it'd be funny when I see my kids playing the game and how they be talking to the game. Oh man! Oh, he's spamming me. And then I be like, man, quiet down. You being too loud. And then I go play one of my phone games on my phone, and I'll be like, how the hell I missed that shot?
Just as bad as they are. I learned it from you, Dad.
Yeah, I learned it from you, Dad. Like if I'm not the same, I say, yeah, you just sound like a little mini me, like a little munchkin me or something, like all over again. Is that what your daughter's? Oh, she a grown you now. She's.
Please. We mustn't speak. We mustn't speak on that.
I cut my beard off. I went in there. I said, "Oh," I called my daughter. I said, "Hey, mama, look! I cut it off." She said, What the fuck? The fuck that mean?"
Wait a minute. You sure did.
I said, "God, what the fuck that mean? I hate to cuss right now, but what do you mean?
It'll be
She said you look goofy." Oh my God. I said,
At least she's honest. At least she's honest.
Forget that honesty. I don't need honesty right now. Not your honesty. Give me my honesty, okay? It's like, come on now.
Honest.
Like,
At least you honest.
then I looked at like my 17-year-old goofy self. But it's all right. It had to go.
Why'd it have to go?
Oh, because it just had to go for right now. I'm trying to boost my rap career.
Okay.
And
All
rappers-
right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to boost my rap career, and with that, it wasn't gonna work right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure thing. Good luck with that, homie.
Homeboy, good luck with that.
Home slizzle.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Man, but I'm about to tap out. It's getting too hot in here. I'm starting to sweat. That's too much, and I ain't got no fan. Even if I had a fan, it'd be
That
too
ain't got
loud.
nothing to do with me.
Got something to do with me. I ain't
Nothing to do with me.
my forehead shiny as hell.
That's because you shaved your beard off. Now you look goofy.
What? I don't. Man,
Now you look goofy.
I
talking
felt
about
like
my 17-year-old
I
self.
felt like Malcolm or somebody when I shaved it off. I felt like
Y'all, she was out here having a midlife crisis right before our eyes. He was going back in his old trips, leaving his youth and shit.
She said, how come you didn't shave it all the way off? Because you can see all your grays now. And I'm like, what? Man, I am not talking to you no more. I know one thing not to do is ask you anything about oldness. Okay? That's what I do know. Stay in your young body and keep being fresh and young. You feel me? And you don't have to worry about me asking you what these pants look like, what these socks look like, or any of that. How this shirt look on me? None of that. None of that. It's over.
Goofy.
Old.
That's fucking hilarious.
Why you got your socks pulled all the way up there?
Ooh-wee. Ooh, that's okay. I got a 35-year-old nephew. I told him he looked like my dad. My dad would be what, 98 this year?
Oh my God.
I sure did. He does though. He looks
You get
like
old.
my dad. He carries himself like my
Man,
dad.
you get older, you get that old back, you feel me? I don't know what
and
it
then,
is
and then
about
your diaphragm drops.
Oh
And
my
you get the old man rib cage. You
Man.
know, you get the old ass rib cage.
man, we went to the beach and I had my shirt off swimming and my girl sent me a picture she took of me. I said, why you do that? Don't. That ain't the body I had when I first met you. That ain't even me. That's not me. That can't be. Is that my back right there? Like, golly, I didn't know I had that tire. Like it can.
Why I get all them backs? Where I pick up all them backs?
I said, yeah, where did that come from? Like, golly, I ain't taking my shirt off no more until I work out all this summer. Then you, and then you know what's crazy though?
You ain't worked out once yet.
Cause everybody I see my age got the same build, and I'm like, dang, maybe it's everybody is doing this. It's not just me.
It's called dad bod.
It's the dad bod. It's the dad bod. I said, I didn't think it was a thing, but now I believe it. I'm sorry. I believe it. You can have a dad bod once you become a dad, and it'll come fast. It'll come fast before you know it. You feel me?
Believe it. Trust and believe. It's alright though, you know.
You can change it. You can change it though.
I
You
don't
can
know
change
if you
it.
can raise your diaphragm up.
You can. You can get rid of you can get a BBL or something like that. Like a natural one though.
Diaphragm lift?
Yeah, you can get a natural
Yeah.
one. I just going when I did like the dietary thing, man. I was looking like people was like, you need to eat more. Even Jessica was like, what's going on with you? Are you not eating? It's like, yeah, I'm only eating salads and fish and stuff like that. Y'all don't eat all that other stuff, man. You need to get your weight back up. You tripping? Like, why do when people do that? Why they look malnutrition? Like it don't look. Why don't it look healthy?
They are malnourished. Because they are malnourished.
Still Horseplay said, I don't have a dad, Bob. I have a father figure. Okay, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. A father figure. A father figure. Because I seen the other dads out there. I said, when you get older too, I did this when I was young. When you get older too, kids look at you differently. Not kids, but I'm talking about like from 16 to 25. Kids look at you totally different, right? Sometimes you just want to slap. Sometimes you just want to slap the shit out of them for saying some shit, because they be having all the jokes. Because we went to go play basketball. We shooting hoop, right? We having fun. We shooting hoop. You know, these kids on the other side, they got clicked up with these people that was over here shooting, and they said, "Hey, we gonna run a full court." And they was like asking me like, "Hey, is it cool if we run a full court?" And I'm like going like, I don't care. And then when he went back over to his friends, they said, so out of all them people over there, you gonna go ask the old black dude? I said. Hey. But he didn't say no. What he exactly said was, out of all them people over there, you gonna ask the old bald black dude. I'm like, nigga, what? I didn't even say nothing. I just said, man, I understand. I'm gonna take that one on the chin, bro. I'm gonna take that one on the chin, and I'm gonna just walk away. I ain't even gonna start no chaos or nothing like that. Because it was like 12 people. It was like 12 people on the court, and like 6 of them was grown like I was, but they was like, probably in their early 30s and late 20s. But he said, you gonna go ask the old black dude, the old bald black dude at that.
Hilarious.
Bro, who the f*** are you talking to?
That's hilarious.
Like going, man, I said, yeah, man. I said, these youngsters these days.
No respect.
That's all the respect in the world. No, but that's all the respect in the world. I feel like that. Oh yeah, I do now. I started back eating meat, but I don't eat beef like that. I probably eat beef like once a month, if that. And like, yeah, I eat pork though. I don't know. It's just something about beef. Once I start eating it, man, the beef. Anytime it was cooking, it didn't matter where I went. It smelled like cow shit. Burgers. Oh my god, they was the worst. I did not. You can smell all the chemicals. That's what's weird once you start not eating certain things. Like you can smell all the chemicals in it. Like if don't drink a soda for like a month and then go drink a soda, you gonna taste all the chemicals in it. You
It's the chemicals. What I'm drinking the soda for.
I know,
I'm
right?
just saying, like, why
It
drink
was
a
harder
Diet
to
Coke if you're
digest the
not going to
beef.
drink it for the chemicals?
I don't. I guess, but it just was like not a good taste in chemicals. It wasn't a good taste. But yeah, that's what I was saying.
Exactly.
Pork over beef, yeah, it was different. I didn't like the smell of bacon, but I would like eat pork chops and like pork loins. You feel me, and different things. But I don't know. It was just easier to digest than the beef. And the beef, the smell of the beef, and I couldn't understand it. I just couldn't get over that smell, bro, when it was cooking. You feel me? I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't. It smelled like the cow had just took a shit. Even though it was grass,
Really?
yeah, even though it was grass, it's still that's what it smelled like, and it still do right today. That's why I will not. I don't like. I ate a burger like a couple months ago though, and it still was that.
That's
I ain't got
wild.
by that yet.
I feel that way more about pork than I do about beef.
Yeah, you can.
Like I would turn my nose up at the smell of pork cooking before
Yeah.
I would at the smell of beef cooking.
Oh, ground beef is nasty. Ground beef is I
Ground
don't
beef
like it.
doesn't smell like anything to me.
Don't eat it for a while, and then go get some ground beef and cook it. You'll smell it. You go, yeah, man. They was eating that pasture grass.
You know what? You're right. You're right. You're very right. Pasture raised beef tastes, smells, and tastes very different than
I choose wild meat over beef and pork
regular
any
beef.
day. He said the wild. He said I choose wild meat over beef and pork any day. Yeah, no doubt. That'll be dope. Like I'm to that point now. It's like I don't even care what I eat, but I just try not to eat as much. Like I'm into eating. Like I'm into that once a day thing. But like shit, the older you get, you gotta eat like
Yeah.
half a meal a day. It gotta be like half a meal a day. It can't be a full meal. You gotta go into half a meal a day because it don't give you don't get all those poisons. It give more time for that poison not to like kick in or whatever is in that meat. Like I was watching a video the other day. I didn't know that wait, what was it? Was it rice? Dang, what was it? Oh,
Are you gonna
cheese.
tell me that it's
Cheese.
plastic,
No, shredded cheese. Shredded
has
cheese. I was
cellulose
watching.
in it?
No, they put wood fibers in it. So when
Oh,
it's in
they
the
put
bag,
cellulose.
yeah, but they put wood fibers in it so it don't stick together
They
when it's
put
in the bag.
cellulose in it.
What the fuck is
They put
cellulose?
cellulose.
What is cellulite?
Cellulose is not good for
Rajay's
you.
here.
Cellulose.
Okay. Yeah, what is cellulose?
All all plant fibers have cellulose. It's
Oh,
the cell walls. It's it's like the wall cell. It's the cellular walls, like the wall. Cell walls,
so they put that in there. So what?
so that the cheese doesn't stick together
Man, let me
in the
see.
bag.
Oh yeah, so that come from wood.
Well, all plants have it. All plants have it.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I mean, it could come from celery. It could come from coconut.
What
It
do
could
they
come
put in
from, you know,
cheese
it
to
could come
stop
from
it from
anything.
sticking together in the bag? Powdered cellulose? What?
Cellulose.
Well, what the fuck? Okay, that's something else. Powdered cellulose.
Cellulose.
Oh. Okay. Cellulose is refined wood pulp. It is a white, free-flowing powder chemically. It is in, oh my God, come on now. So it's wood pulp basically. Refined wood pulp. That's the same thing. That's what I just said. What you just said.
What you just said.
It says generally safe when consumed in moderation. What's up with it? What you up to?
Uh,
No good.
Huh?
No good.
Oh, as usual.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
Oh, I'm about to be done in a second.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm about to head out though. My oldest is here, so I'm hollering a little bit, Angie. Wow, man,
all
you well?
right. Don't make any rash decisions just because, you know, you're having a
See,
midlife crisis and whatnot.
man, I'm not having no midlife crisis.
Your children will keep you
The
humble.
the midlife crisis is having me. Okay, all right.
Your children will keep you humble, and I can't wait to hear.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start telling most stories of the stuff they be doing. They will make me stay humble. That is no doubt about that. Not even them other youngsters out there too. They gonna make sure. He say, out of all them people over there, you gonna go ask the old bald black
The
guy.
old bald man. Yep, making sure you can keep up. Can
I
you
said,
run the
oh
whole
my
court,
goodness.
sir?
Oh my
Do
goodness,
you
this
think
is
you
too
can run the
much.
whole court, sir? We can do the half court if it, you know, if it's too
No.
much for you.
Oh, but all right,
We don't
Angie.
want to
I'm
make
a
you
holler. We ain't gonna go
uncomfortable.
deeper into
All
this.
right.
I'm out. Peace. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. I can barely breathe. But all right, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, we'll be back another time.